So if you're diabetic and you really want to start coming off some of those diabetes medicines, or you're overweight and you really want to start getting that under control, or maybe both are true for you, there's really only one way to do it. We're going to go through some baby steps to get you started down that path right now. I'm Dr. Scott Bland. I'm a family physician. My goal here is to help you make the decisions that make sense with your priorities and values. And a lot of people have their priorities and values lined up around, I want to be healthier, I want to be off a bunch of these medicines that I'm on, I want to conquer my diabetes. And if you're type 2 diabetes, a lot of that comes with weight control, a lot of that comes with diet, and really those medicines are meant to try and out-medicate the eating habits that we're doing. Diabetes is really a problem of too much blood sugar. And how do you deal with that if your body isn't coping with it appropriately? There's two ways, right? One, your physician has probably already started that if you're watching this video, which is let's give you more meds to try and beat that blood sugar out of your body. The other way that's more appropriate and healthy for most people than just throwing more medicines at a bad eating habit is to stop putting so much sugar into our body. So that's a big shift, right? To just say, let's change the entire way that you've been eating that has gotten you where you're at right now. But yeah, it's a big shift. So let's just start with some baby steps. This particular video is speaking about how we can just stop drinking our calories. And I think a lot of people haven't done visuals about how much sugar is in some of the things that we're drinking. I've got a lot of folks who don't understand that Gatorade might have some sugar in it, that those coffees have lots of sugar in it. And so we're going to do some talks today where we're going to line that up with my favorite candy bar when I eat candy bars it's a Snickers. They're not paying me. But I'm going to show you how many Snickers are in each of these drinks that we tend to drink, and just let you kind of visualize how if you were trying to control your diabetes, you probably wouldn't be eating multiple Snickers per day, right? But a lot of us are doing that in the way that we drink. So let's get started. So sugar, the way our body processes it, is largely based in carbs, right? So just to use the visual here, I'm going to say that a Snickers is 28 carbs, because it is. Let's kind of look at some of the things that most folks tend to drink, and we'll kind of line it up. So a can of Coke, 40 carbs, okay? When you look at a Snickers, that's about a Snickers and a third, okay? A Snickers and a third. So there's more than one Snickers in every can of Coke if you're talking about sugar. Now, I happen to have myself, just so we're not being hypocritical here, I drink way too much Diet Dr. Pepper, but if I were to drink regular Dr. Pepper, that would give me a significant change in the amount of carbs that I'm putting into my body. Certainly, Dr. Pepper is not healthy for me, just trying to be full disclosure here, but it's a thing that you need to think about how much sugar is coming in, and could even just flipping to a diet soda be a big change in the amount of diabetic medication that your body's requiring. The other thing to think about is that very few of us are drinking cans of soda. We're a fast food culture. We drive through the drive-thru. You go buy that large Coke at McDonald's. Now you're looking at 80, 90 carbs, depending on how much ice you put in that cup. So now you're talking about 2.5, maybe even 3 Snicker bars per large Coke that you drink, which is quite a bit. Maybe you're a coffee person. I know a lot of my friends that I work with love the pumpkin spice lattes. You go buy a grande pumpkin spice latte, you're at 52 carbs. That's almost 2 candy bars in every cup of that. Now, maybe you love pumpkins, but if you're diabetic and you're trying to control your medications and try and come off of those, you got to think about how much sugar you're putting into your body with that. I grew up in the South. I grew up on sweet tea. Sweet tea, so thick you could eat it with a fork sometimes, but you even drive through Chikfila. You got a Chikfila sweet tea, you're looking at 30 carbs per cup, and that's a whole candy bar, right? Some folks say, well, I don't ever drink sugars. All I do is juice, which is super healthy for me, and juice is certainly healthier than some of these artificial sugars, but when you look at 8-ounce cup of orange juice, you're looking at 24 carbs. That's almost a whole candy bar in terms of carbs in just one glass of orange juice. As an athlete, someone who's done a couple sports in high school and likes to run and go hiking nowadays, I think about things like sport drinks as well. So you've got a 20-ounce Gatorade there. That's 36 carbs. That's more than a candy bar in every single one. So I know I just took a shotgun approach and I just tried to shoot down all of the fun things that lots of people try to drink. But when you're trying to make your goal curing your diabetes, coming off of your diabetes meds, it's very, very important to realize that there's really two paths. Your doctor can fight your eating habits with lots and lots of medication. And we have big prescription pads. It's electronic now. I don't even have to waste paper. I just click. I can order you more meds. I can do it. But it is not as healthy for you. And it is not the best thing for you if the other option that you're willing to approach is, let's just stop bringing so much sugar into my life, right? Diabetes is really an issue where there is way too much sugar in your body and your body doesn't have the ability to deal with it. So as opposed to trying to find more and more elaborate ways, some of them expensive, some of them with side effects, to try and just drag that sugar out of your blood system, maybe let's try something different. Let's try something a little more natural. Let's try and just really reduce the amount of sugar that we're putting into us. Now, if you're someone who is on a type of medicine called sulfonylurea, or if you're on insulin, if you start making drastic changes to the sugar intake in your body, you might find that your blood sugar starts to get dangerously low. So before you start making massive shifts, you need to check in with your physician. You need to tell them you're going to be making some changes so that way they can help you adjust your medication in a way that makes it safe. Usually, that means your medication is going to come down, which is a great thing. I'm sure most of your physicians will high-five you for this. This is great news, right? You're going to try and make some change. So this one, we'll have some more videos in the future. The goal right now is let's just stop drinking our calories. Water is wonderful. If you don't have congestive heart failure, you don't have significant kidney issues, just drink more water, right? Drink things that are healthier for you than the artificial sugars that we've been putting in our bodies, and really work on slowing down the amount of sugar that you have to medicate out of your body, right? That's going to be a wonderful thing. It's an opportunity to have another discussion with your physician about healthy choices that you can make. But I really, really think stop drinking your calories is kind of the low-hanging fruit for this. So go ahead and share some of your thoughts below. Let us know some of the wins that you've had in terms of trying to stop drinking your calories, maybe some substitutes, some things that you've done, some habit-forming changes that you might have had to make. Just really help each other out below, because this is the kind of thing that is going to be foreign for a lot of people. Maybe you grew up in a household that just lived on sweet tea. Like I said, I grew up in the South. Sweet tea, that's what we did, right? You might be fighting some cultural stuff there. It might be, hey, Coke is all that's in the work fridge. Well, maybe it's time for you to bring your own stuff, or just flip to water, right? Hey, well, we all go out for a coffee. Okay, cool. Well, maybe get a black coffee as opposed to that pumpkin spice latte. And you might find that your diabetes gets a lot better under control, and you can start having conversations with your physician about coming off some of those diabetes meds, and you're likely to start getting a little thinner too, which is, again, wonderful news. So good luck out there. I want you to try this. Let me know how you're doing on it below. Don't forget to talk to your physician if you're making drastic changes in how you've been living. And in the future, we're going to go through some more steps of different things and shifts that you can make to try and start working away from having those diabetes meds and work on controlling your diabetes with your lifestyle. Because I think that really is likely to be the healthiest way for someone with type 2 diabetes to respond.